Hi there. So this video, it's a vlog. There's no playing or tones in this one. It's just about metal. Okay, it's about metal bands. When I was a lad, that's a good Yorkshire saying. When I was a lad, there was something called the Big Four, and the Big Four was basically Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, and Anthrax. And that was the Big Four, and it was a gig, and they all got together. I don't know how many they did, to be honest with you. I was a teenager. I don't know the last one they did, and I don't know whether they even get on those bands or whatever. I'm not really interested whether they get on or not. But what I was thinking was the other day, if there was a Big Four that was like, if they handed the baton over to some new bands, who would take it? Who would be the Big Four? And I suppose everyone's got different opinions on this, and that's what this video is about. I really want to know. I might find a new band I've never heard of, for all I know, when I look down the comments, and you guys have wrote who you think your Big Four should be. But I thought I'd just put it out there first, and I thought I'd name my Big Four, or at least that's what I was intending to do. And then I had a problem, okay? And my problem was that I couldn't really decide on four. And that's not a good situation, because the Big Four back in the day when I was a lad, there was bands like Testament. They were like on the, it should have been Big Five, really, in my opinion, is what I'm saying. So there was probably an abundance of bands that you could have probably got a Big Seven, if I'm honest. And nowadays I'm struggling to get a Big Four, which is not, that is not good, is it? At all. But anyway, this is my Big Four, and I'm going to give you reasons why this is my Big Four. My first one of the Big Four would be Slipknot. Okay, I've got a Slipknot t-shirt on today, so that's a total coincidence, that, actually, by the way. But yeah, Slipknot would be my first choice, and the reason for that is basically because Slipknot are a massive arena band now. They fill arenas and they sell out arenas. So whether you like them or not, you can't ignore the fact that if you were booking a Big Four, yourself, and you're responsible for that, you would want Slipknot on it, because they are going to sell tickets. It's as simple as that. They're gonna sell a hell of a lot of tickets. They put on a big show. There's lots of stuff going on screens and fancy stuff and things spinning around. Whoever's, I'm sure most of you have seen Slipknot gigs somewhere. And yeah, they've got also a huge number of albums now behind them. Okay, it's not just a case of one good album. They've got a lot of good albums now. There's different kind of styles of Slipknot as well. I mean, I'm not like an Iowa fan, I like the more melodic stuff. The Grey Chapter and probably the two albums before that are probably my favourite. Although Slipknot album itself, I think the only one that I'm not that keen on is Iowa, which is really the main Slipknot album, some people would consider. But yeah, I'd definitely pick Slipknot, and they'd be up there just because they sell tons of tickets, and also because they're just such a massive band that are never gonna fail to put on an amazing show. So yeah, Slipknot have to be up there, that's for sure. Now, my second band I would pick would be Lamb of God. Okay, big fan of Lamb of God, absolutely love them. I've loved all their albums. I'm not too keen on the last thing they did when they were called Burn the Priest. They went back to their old name and they released like a cover album, and it's not great. I don't like it, to be honest. It's not for me. I prefer Lamb of God. I like what they do on their own when they are Lamb of God. But yeah, the reason I've picked them is I've seen them tons of times now. I've seen them at big festivals, and although they're not really arena level, or at least they're not in the UK, they can't sell out an arena like Slipknot, but they are big, and I really love the way that they kind of still use a lot of old school playing and style. There's a lot of old school style in their music still included, and you can hear bits of influence in their music and where it's come from, and I like that. And they are, for me, out of all the modern metal bands, they fit in with all the modern metal bands with their sound, but also in their style. There is a hell of a lot of old school influence in there, and I really like that. So that's what I like about Lamb of God. You kind of get a mixture of everything. They've got their own sound. It stands out. When you hear Lamb of God, it's Lamb of God because of their style. Just love them. So yeah, that'd be my second band. Now my third band, and I was struggling here a bit, but I would put Gojira in, okay? And Gojira haven't got tons of albums. Like Lamb of God and Slipknot, they haven't got loads of albums, good albums. They've got like 2, I think, that I really, really like. And I've seen them at Bloodstock. We played Bloodstock 2 years ago, I think it was. 2016, I think it was. And they were there, and they were brilliant, and they sound really good live. It's a big sound, it's heavy, everybody was into it. So yeah, Gojira will be, although they haven't got tons of albums to back them up, Gojira will be my 3rd band. Now my 4th band, I struggled here. Instantly, I would think, like Killswitch Engage, because they've got so many good albums, but they've not really done anything for a while. I know they're working on something at the moment, but yeah, because they've gone off the radar a bit for quite a while, I'm a bit like, I don't know whether they should be included really, but they were involved in changing metal, in my opinion. The metalcore thing, they were kind of at the heart of it, and they did do quite a lot of good for metal, even though they've been missing a while. But yeah, Killswitch Engage would probably be my 4th band, but I must admit I was struggling. Okay, I was really struggling to find a 4th band, but I think I'd put Killswitch in. Anyway, that's my big 4 now. Whether or not they're as big crowd-wise as the old big 4, Megadeth, Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, I don't know, but that's my big 4 anyway. So yeah, obviously, what I want you guys to do now is go down in the comments and put what your big 4 is. And, it might be a band I've never heard of, and other people on this channel might have never heard of it. And we might all find an amazing new metal band that we really need right now, because stuff's sounding very samey. It's sounding very produced. Disturbed's last album was terrible. Okay, I'm quite a big Disturbed fan, and that last album was awful. The one before it wasn't that much better. It was listenable, but not for very long. Machine Head's last album was alright, but not great. Parkway Drive's album was a bit of a letdown. I'm going to talk about Parkway Drive and Machine Head in another video, another vlog, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks or something, because I've got something to say about them after listening to their albums. But yeah, I'm not a music critic, obviously, and I do like Parkway and Machine Head and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. We're in need of a new band to come along that is amazing and sounds like they're playing proper metal music. All this drop tuning to Christ knows what Periphery, and all that, what they've brought in with all these riffs aren't riffs anymore. There's licks thrown in to me. Some of them sound like they're soloing. They're ripping a solo. They don't sound like a bloody riff. Anyway, never mind. That's just my opinion. Let me know who your big 4 are down in the comments down there. And if I find a new band that's awesome, I'll be a very, very happy man. Thank you very much, and I will see you very soon.